Hello everybody and welcome back. My name is Kurt-Tober. Now, earlier this Kurt-Tober, I watched a movie called Oddity, and I made a comment about how much I like cursed objects movies. Well, the cursed object in this movie brings a completely different flavor of Final Destination deaths with it. It was directed and written by the same guy who made Longlegs, and it's originally a short story by Stephen King. So, today is October 23rd, 2025, and the movie for today is The Monkey. The Monkey is a 2025 horror movie and an adaptation of a Stephen King short story. It is about two twin brothers who grew up with the ever-living presence of a toy monkey who comes with a curse. Anytime that you turn the key and it finally starts playing its drums, someone around you will die. Now, let's just start with the meat and potatoes of this movie. The kills. For some reason, the kills are very hit or miss for me. The movie starts off with a short Rube Goldberg machine set in motion by a rat in a pawn shop, shooting a harpoon into somebody's gut, retracting and pulling all of their guts out. This kill immediately put me in a good mood. And I honestly thought this was how the rest of the kills were going to be. This Rube Goldberg, Final Destination, something tips over, and it tips over something else and something, and then suddenly someone dies. But that's not how they are at all. There's maybe like one or two that are like that, but the rest just don't make sense most of the time. There's even this really short, minute or so long montage of just random people in town getting killed by the monkey's curse, but none of these kills really matter because you don't know any of the characters, and they just don't even stick with you. So early on in the movie, the second kill is a babysitter that the movie introduces no less than 2 minutes before she dies, and none of it makes sense. The babysitter is at a hibachi grill, and the monkey's out in a car. They turned the key 6 hours earlier. The monkey plays its drums. They don't anywhere near the monkey to know that the monkey played its drums. And then the hibachi chef just cuts the girl's head off. He doesn't slip or anything. He just waves his knife all over her head and she dies. And this is how one of the twins figures out that the monkey is killing everyone. He doesn't actually see the monkey do anything. It's just he knows it's in the car, so it must have been the monkey's fault. Then there are only 2 more kills that these twin brothers commit, and all of a sudden they just know the rules for the monkey. Nobody tells them the rules. They just figure out these rules that aren't even right. The movie establishes these rules, but then it is constantly breaking the rules. But I gotta say, I really like the twin brothers as kids, who's played by one kid that they just hadn't played 2 characters. And I do like the characters of the adults, who were played by one man, who they made play 2 characters. But they're just about the only likable characters in this movie. I don't know if they were going for the horror movie trope where you make unlikable characters so people want to see them die, but I didn't feel that through this. It's not like these people weren't unlikable. It's just that they were kind of annoying. It's not like they were evil and deserved to die. But the main twin with glasses, he does have a son throughout this movie. But this is another really strange plot point in this movie. He has a son that he sees once a month, and he's about to lose all custody of him. So he's taking him on a road trip, and he's forced to divert the road trip to his old hometown to confront his brother who has the monkey. And the son is constantly mad at the dad because he's not there for him. But then they tried to make it that the guy is heroic because he pushed the son away to save him from the fate of the monkey. But he hasn't seen the monkey for 20 years. So why would he try to push the son away before the monkey's even back in their life? And then as soon as the monkey is back in their life, he decides to take him to the monkey. I'm trying to look between the lines and see some kind of deeper meaning in this movie, but this is just one of the most hollow movies I've ever seen. The kills are okay, but the comedy isn't funny. The darker meanings aren't there. It's just kind of a movie. And there are some really weirdly shot scenes in this that make me go, was this trying to be a elevated horror version of Final Destination? If it was, it did not succeed. So, would I recommend The Monkey? No, I think it's pretty easy to tell from my review that I didn't really enjoy this movie. I'm gonna put it in the skip it. I don't think it was a complete waste of time. There was still a lot of good in this movie, and I kinda see what they were going for. But what they were going for, all the pieces just didn't line up for me. I really did enjoy some of the kills in this, although they should have been a little bit more creative with some of them. I didn't even mention the stupid Yellow Jacket kill. Somebody shoots out a window, it shoots a Yellow Jacket nest, and Yellow Jackets stream out of it like it's a fire hose directly into the guy's mouth and then start eating him from the inside. That's not how Yellow Jackets work. There's just so much in this movie that's just so nonsensical. I wish that they would have just at least followed their own rules that they established. I could really rant about this movie for another hour, but I don't even want to. I'm just gonna skip this movie if anyone wants me to watch it again. So, for today's recommended movie, I'm gonna go with 2017's The Ritual. This movie is about a group of friends who are paying their last respects to a friend who had recently passed away in a random shooting. But in doing so, they get lost in the woods that they are unfamiliar with. And trying to find their way out, they have to deal with an incredible evil. It is a fantastic movie, and I highly recommend it if you haven't seen it yet.
Monkey.